on WhatsApp, our groups, he was just sending me this. Then I couldn't quite agree with this statement because of my values. Because if I were to do business, right, kindness must be part of the equation. It cannot be just kindness and business are two separate things. We must be together, okay? So bring this back with you, I hope. Okay, why are we here for? Life transforming opportunity. I know a lot of us are, working out there, living comfortable lives. I mean, Singaporeans are quite comfortable, right? But is there something extra to your life? Can it be more extraordinary? So here we are today. We want to talk about how to make your life, as well as other people's life, more extraordinary. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Please don't look at me blank. Today is participatory also. I don't like people to just stand. Okay, where are you here for? Business of helping people. What is help? Let me show you what is help. Help? Help, huh? Help. Okay. Helping everyone live prosperously. Wow, no hand clap. What else? Okay, come on, participate. Peacefully, purposefully, positively, etc. Right? So, when you want to do this business, please remember these four letters, this acronym. Because otherwise, it's just about getting your points. At the end of the day, you must satisfy your 3,000 points, so on and so forth. But if you are looking at this, then it's truly business of helping people. Right? But if you're in a fire, right, don't say, help me, everyone, live purposefully. Just say, help lah. Sometimes calling girls can make people, sit up. So we are here for what? Achieve optimal wellness. Okay? People want to live longer life. We don't mind aging, but we also want to live a healthier life. I'm very inspired by those senior citizens in Japan Hour. 90 years old, master chef, sushi, yeah? Assistant 75 years old. Can we be like that? 90 and still actively doing master work, okay? Develop time and financial freedom. These two are very, very key things in life that we all want. When you have financial freedom, it's just like, imagine, right, you are not doing anything, but your money still comes in. And you don't need to worry about bills, etc. And again, as per my acronym, live a life of prosperity and purpose. Everybody needs to have purpose. The other day, a leader was saying that millennials nowadays want to live a life of purpose. But I don't think it's just confined to one generation. Everybody here wants to live a life of purpose. So why not extend it to a lot more people? Okay? Even kids now want to live a life of purpose. They want to do YouTube videos on how to solve movie cube and then share with their friends. So it's multi-generational. Okay. So why business? Why do business? Business, like I said, it is you can work. Okay, you can work. Sorry. Okay. Why to do business? Okay. First, rising costs. Who bought a car? Who has bought a car here? How many percent you need to pay down payment? 40%. What is the cost of a car? 100,000, right?
Yes.
So 40k, you need to put 40k first. I'm sure a lot of people are, they can afford, but a lot of people have difficulty in this. Lately, I noticed the multi-story car park, right? The upper floors are quite empty. I think that's the reason why, because cars are getting expensive. And as you can notice here, Singapore is one of the top 10 expensive cities in Singapore. Why? Because of residential, education, cars, mostly, right? And you compare against Paris, Oslo. Oslo, Norway is one of the most developed countries in Scandinavia, and yet we beat them. And look at Copenhagen. You see, look at this list. A lot of them are in Europe, except for Tokyo, right? Caracas in South America, Venezuela. So we are indeed one of the most expensive cities in the world. What is How much $5 can buy you now? See, okay. How much can $5 buy you now? Can't even buy you a Big Mac meal, right? So you imagine if you sit at your if your work, right? Within 1 hour, can you afford to buy a Big Mac meal? Okay. If you're still working, okay, you work for one hour, can you already afford the Big Mac meal?
Yes.
Okay, some people yes, maybe some people no. Okay, so we must recognize that costs are indeed getting more and more expensive. There are two things in life that doesn't go down. Sorry. There are only two things in life that go down. That doesn't go up. What? Doesn't go up.
Two things.
Two things. Only go down.
Gravity.
Number one, rain. Number two, what you expel every day in the loop. Okay. Everything else go up. Definitely. Okay. I wouldn't say that, but thank you, MC. Okay, and healthcare, or rather sick care, the costs are also rising. The other day, my father went for cataract surgery. One eye cost 2,500, then the other eye cost 3,500. $1,000 jump, huh? So just for the other eye, within a period of say a month or so. Okay.
The reason?
Okay, the reason is also because the doctor got promoted. That doctor happened to be my classmate. Huh? Okay. Okay, now the other thing is job security. Do you know how much is the average wage of Singaporeans?
3,000.
You know? 3,000? Come on, come on. 4,790. You know why it's not 3,000 anymore? Because there is this group of people, the 2%, 5%, they raise the whole average up. Because if you don't count these people, I think average, right, is about 3 to, So can 5K, I'm not saying that 5K cannot, but if you have a family of 3 or 4, can that 5K be comfortable? Maybe can. But if you want to have a more comfortable lifestyle, you want to tour Europe, for example, maybe not so much. Okay, so that is one point. The other thing is during the May Day, Labor Day message, Lim Swee Say also said that unemployment rate has gone up. Okay, and this is it has hit a 7-year high ever since the financial crisis of 2009. Recently my friend who has worked in an architecture firm for 15 years, happened to be a foreigner, but he was ex. 15 years. And he thought that he could work in Dubai, but the director asked him to come in the room and said, sorry, you're ex. Just like that, And he has already put a down payment for a condo in Manila. So, job security is never, there's no iron bowl anymore. Even if you're a teacher, you heard of co-teachers, right? Like what Rosiani mentioned the other day, co-teachers. So 3 teachers, so you split up the class into smaller groups, right? Rather than 40, maybe 15 or 30. And okay, I am in the 40 plus group. 40 plus. So we are at the risk group considered, because sometimes when you look at the working world, right, once you hit 30 plus, you already acquire the skills and the knowledge and the capability to do some of the jobs already. So being 40 and above is just added experience only, So in order to keep, what's the bottom line for companies is to keep costs low. So if you're earning like 10K versus somebody else who is earning 6K, 35-year-old, and you're a 45-year-old, who do you think the boss will keep when there's financial crisis? So, and you must understand that when you are 40 plus, you have kids who are in the JC or college age. This is where you need the most money. So when you are X, what are you going to do? So you're going to explore many, many options. Okay? Wow, like very serious, right? Suddenly go down. Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to paint this, so that you know the environment behind all this. Another threat to job security is actually automation. It's not foreign workers, actually. Actually, we welcome foreign workers because in some industries, there are a lack of local talent to fill up the jobs. So you got to resort to the foreign workers. But FTs, no problem for me. In fact, in our business, new skin business, more FT better. Then you can go abroad, right? Use us as a launching pad to other markets. But where was I? Okay,
Automation.
automation. That's the thing. I read the other day that even doctors at risk. She look at me smiling, but hey, you're also at risk. Sorry for the doctors here, but you watch the Big Six, you know Baymax? In the future, we can do something like Baymax. Cute and cuddly, all you need is something like that. Surgery, you can just use a machine. You are anyway, on GA, so you are not conscious anyway. You don't know who's operating on you, right? Okay, so try to look at it in the bigger picture. 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road, driverless cars, all this may be, a reality. Now maybe people are a bit worried. 20, 30 years down the road, all this can happen. Imagine 1 century ago, horseless carriages were not around, which are called cars now, right? Okay? Horseless carriages are cars. Okay. Nobody would imagine how the impact of a car now, right? Same thing. Robotics, automation, and all these things. So, all this may affect your jobs. Okay, the other thing is increasing wealth. Singapore will land of millionaires by 2020. I know this because in my former industry, I tend to work with a lot of this